Hello. So I'm setting up security here out at the Commons, and most people probably don't realize how important security can be when you're living off grid or have an off-grid property out of town, or you're there alone. At my other off-grid property, I've been broken into 3 times in about the first 3 years, and I have not been broken into once since I got some security set up. My security at my other place includes, but is not limited to, neighbours, trusted neighbours coming by. I've got a lot of game cameras hidden around, including at areas of common approach. And these game cameras might be a couple of miles away from where my other location is, so that at the very least I probably have some indication of what vehicle's driving into where I am. And the other thing I have is one of these DVR security systems. So what is a DVR? DVR is a digital video recorder, and you have these cameras you set up around the place, and they depending on whether it's day or night, they still record. They can night and day, and they take that video image and they send it to the box, DVR box, whatever, and the images are stored there. What's pretty cool about this one, and I'm getting ahead of myself, but this one is a Night Owl 1080p HD wireless security system. This is a new one, but I've got one that I've been working with, that I've had working for at least 4 years at my other place, and it's works fantastically, still working fantastically. What's pretty cool about this, as opposed to most other security systems you may buy, is that it works independent of the internet, independent of the web, but it can still work through the web. So the images, the video is recorded on here, and then if you need to, you can, if you have the internet connection, you can log on to the internet, you can watch a video, watch what's going on remotely, or at the very least, and as will be the case in most off-gridders places, I think, at the very least, I have images recorded on here that I can refer to later to catch the bad guys. And bad guys may include foxes, coyotes, what's the other one that keep getting me? Skunks is another one that was a problem. Anyway, so yeah, very, very handy device for many reasons. In order to get it working, you need a video monitor, and I believe you can also plug in a keyboard. Yeah, what else? So mention that. Expandable. It's got 4 cameras that come with this model, and you can expand it up to 8. Log on to it through the internet. Now this is pretty much the same model I bought 4+ years ago, but this thing says it's got something called human detection technology. Not sure what that means exactly, but apparently you can detect human movement different than other movement. About the only thing, since I've had this installed at my other place, about the only thing I've caught is my dogs stealing my steak off the grill on the campfire. I caught that a couple times, and crows hanging around, and rabbits, and whatever else. So I can see some of the critters that are moving around. But this has apparently the ability to discriminate. And it's also got something called facial capture. Once again, I don't know exactly what that means, but I'm assuming it means that if you see someone's face, you can better zone in on that to see who it is that's visiting unwanted. So anyway, I'm not going to show you much of the setup on this. One of the, I guess, security concerns So vulnerabilities, that's the word. One of the security vulnerabilities of a locally recorded unit is that technically, if they see you've got the cameras there, they could take this whole box with them and you'd never know who it was that took it. Now that's not such a big issue so this will work through the internet and it will work locally, so it's not such a big issue if you're using it through the internet, in that if it's being stored on the cloud or on the web in general, then they can't steal that. However, I don't know when I'm going to get internet set up here or at my other place that I don't have when I'm there. May happen, but until then, any video I collect will be on this box, and somebody who knows where it is could steal it. So when I install this, it's going to be hidden and it's going to be well and truly locked away, so that it would be very difficult for someone to steal this box. The only other thing I got to say, and I've made arrangements for this, arrangements being something like a UPS, an uninterruptible power supply, but it does run off 110, so mains power, and one way that the bad guys could get through the system is just cut off your power. However, if you have a UPS set up like what I'm going to do, then they cannot shut off the power. So that's the other concern I can see with it. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. What else? Easy setup. It's wired. Means you've got to string a few wires, but the wires just connect together pretty simply. Comes with a few stickers, which are meant to go on the inside of glass, so not much use to showing you, I don't think, but anyway, if I find some glass somewhere, I'll stick them on the inside of that. Right, so that's one of my projects for today.